Hi guys, my name is Savannah with LivBay Lash. I've been with the company for about 4 years now. This channel is dedicated to everything lashes and beauty. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button below. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about if lash extensions actually ruin a client's natural lashes. In the lash industry, you hear so many things about long lengths ruining natural lashes and all those kinds of things. But today we're going to bust that myth. We're going to be using 20 millimeter on my client. She has super long natural lashes. They're super long and they're actually very strong. So as long as you actually are isolating properly using the correct amount of glue and taking your time, you can actually conquer this set. So we are going to actually test this in a few weeks. So normally Brina likes to come in every 2 to 3 weeks for a fill. So as her 20s grow out, you're gonna be able to see in the next few weeks what it looks like and how her natural lashes are able to hold this. So today I'm going to be using just the Tip Gold tweezer. I'm going to be using my favorite Curvy Babe isolator. I'm going to be using our original 3 ml glue. I will be using our 0.05 cc curl 20s. And for the rest of the set, obviously I will do shorter lengths on the inner corners, outer corners because they aren't as strong. I'll be using a 0.05 cc curl mixed tray. I'll also be using our blue medical tape. So I'm actually going to use 15s on the outer corners. I don't want to do 20s on the outer corners just because outer corners and inner corners aren't naturally as strong. So I don't want to do anything crazy. So for the 20s, she actually wants them super dark, dense, and full. So I will be doing 20s across her eye, 15s on the outer corners. I always leave the last few lashes on the outer corner unlashed. Otherwise, if I do get all those, they tend to almost drag the eye down and it looks like it's weighing the eye down to look a little bit droopy. So a lot of people too do think that extensions ruin natural lashes. I've been a lash artist for years now, and I obviously started off not very good, and I wasn't the best at isolating. I used too much glue, and that was just because I was new and I just wasn't as comfortable. As long as you are isolating the natural lash, you are using the correct amount of glue, and using the lash that's best for their type of natural lash, then you will never have to worry about natural lash being damaged unless obviously the client's picking their natural lashes or something else were to happen. So as you can see, my client's natural lashes are super long. I would say they are naturally probably about a 15 millimeter. So they are pretty long. So with that being said, she is able to hold the 20 millimeter lashes. It looks like even her inner corners probably could be like a 13, and some of her natural lashes could even be a 16 if they were measured up to an extension. So if you have a client in your chair and they really, really want like the longest you can give them, and they have like naturally, let's say like a 12 or a 13, you definitely wouldn't want to put a 20 on their natural lashes. At that point, it would just be way too long, and they definitely will experience retention issues. As I had said previously, isolation is everything. The amount of glue placement is everything. But the client's natural lashes and their length do come into play too. If a client does demand to get something that long, I definitely personally would just tell them, listen, girl, like your natural lashes just unfortunately aren't that length. They wouldn't be able to hold something that's that long. And I would let them know too, that's when you would definitely, you're going to experience retention issues. They're not going to last like a normal 2 to 3 week fill like we would normally be doing. So I like to do sections at a time. Usually I start with the outer corner. It's just easiest for me, but that's totally personal preference. You could start in the middle, you could start in the inner corner, you could start wherever you choose. I like to start in the outer corner. I like to do sections at a time. I don't like to have to go back and finish sections that I just didn't get to lash all the way. So I always use my blue tape. I detack it usually on their forehead, and I just tape at the very top and I pull them back. That way, like my client, she has tons of natural lashes. So this way I'm able to actually get in there and get the bottom layer instead of going through and then having to go back. So now I'm going to actually start the 20s. I did the 15s on the outer corner, and we're gonna slowly increase all the way to 20 in the center of the eye. This is where her natural lashes are strongest and the longest, so they will be able to hold. We're gonna go ahead and speed through, and we will show you towards the end when we start to taper down for the inner corners. So if you have a client coming in and you know that they want super long lashes like her, Brina, she likes 20 millimeter, then I would recommend reserving a little extra time. It does take a little extra time to actually perfect your fans the longer that they are. Also, another thing with longer lashes, make sure that you are staggering the lengths when you're coming down from the 20s. You don't want to go from a 20 to just a 15. You want to slowly blend that out with multiple lengths just so that it blends well. So this natural lash you can see is super, super long. Like I said, some of her natural lashes are actually like a 15 or 16. So when you hold an extension next to the natural lash from the base down, you can actually see what they can hold. So I never recommend going any more than like 2 to 3 millimeters more than the natural lash. As you can see here, her natural lash definitely can hold a 20. It's more than half the length of the 20. Just because the lashes itself are so long, I would definitely recommend taping sections. As you go to place, the last thing you want is a bunch of lashes around it to all be in the way, and then you get glue on the natural lashes or you get them stuck together. So I would definitely tape to the side if that's what you do, tape up, whatever you like to do that helps you get the other lashes out of the way. I would definitely recommend that, especially with the longer lashes. Alrighty, and you can go ahead and open. So as you can see, the 20s, they look great on her. Her lashes look super full and blacked out. It's the exact look that she wanted. So we will see her back in 2 to 3 weeks when she comes in for her fill, and we will see how great her retention is. Thank you guys so much for watching. We hope that you found value in this video. A question for you is, what is the longest length you've used on your clients? Leave your answers in the comments below, and we'll see you in the next video.